What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Mother Effing channel. It is Mods Gaming. Like, subscribe, share out, guys. I appreciate all you for being here. All right, guys. So I thought, in the interest of keeping it kind of, with what I've been doing here in GTA, and believe me, guys, it's getting pretty rough, pretty slim pickings to try to cover. I mean, there's really no part of this game that has not been covered, but we're gonna try our best here, right? I mean, let's be honest, between me and you guys, we're just kind of waiting for GTA 6, right? So we're going to do what we can in the meantime, right? Seems like we have like another year and a freaking half. But anyway, today's going to be top 5 best defensive vehicles. Now, some of these may or may not have offensive capabilities, but I'm going to try to focus mainly on defensive vehicles, okay? And we're going to start, just like last time, with some honorable mentions. And no, it's not the Mark II. So, this was the original, kind of, I guess... yeah, basic, personal vehicle, defensive. The Insurgent here, the regular Insurgent, came out with the Heist DLC. I want to say it's 2015 sometime, guys. I can't remember if it's the beginning or the end of 2015. But that doesn't matter. Long before the other variant of this came out, and with Gun Running in 2017, which that'll be here on the list later on. Stay tuned for that. I'm sure you guys know which one I'm talking about. And the Nightshark and all that other stuff. This was the original one, guys. And this sumbitch here, I'm going to show you here in just a minute. A lot of guys have forgotten. This is kind of like the forgotten vehicle. This sumbitch takes 27 rockets, just like the version with the gun takes to blow it up. If somebody's in the vehicle, once again, remember, guys, if there's nobody in the vehicle, the armor's going to be half. But let's be honest. I mean, if you're using these vehicles for defensive purposes, you're going to be in them, right? Why would you not be in them? And that makes no kind of sense, right? So. We're going to show you real quick, and this is the reason why we have the Mark II. Let me switch to everyone here. Hopefully we can get this done for the damn cops show up, right? So we will show you. And mind you, the Mark II only has 20 missiles, and let's be honest, this is the vehicle you're probably going to run into problems with. It's going to be attacking you the most, right? We all just love this freaking bike, guys, don't we? This is just the greatest addition to GTA of all time, right? Yeah, right. So, as we all know, this little bike here has 20 missiles. So we're going to have to reload. And that's kind of what you want in a defensive vehicle more than anything, is to be able to survive this damn Mark II. So if it takes at least 20 missiles or more, that's going to be a huge plus. But we're going to have to go refill our missiles. We'll be right back. All right, where do we leave off on? 20 here, let's go. 1, 2, 3. This ain't even smoking yet. 24, 25. I think the Mark II had full missiles. All right, there's 27. I think they didn't even start smoking. Yeah, bad sport brand, blah, blah, blah. So 27 rockets, guys. So... the Mark 1, Mark 2, whatever's going to come after you, pretty much anything other than like the Toreador that has like unlimited missiles, which some people might start to agree from that. The Toreador is kind of overpowered. But let's be honest, like I said, then the main vehicle you're going to come after is the Mark II here. So, yeah, this gives you time to get to Los Santos Customs or to your garage to repair, which pretty much negates the fact, that they just hit you with 20 missiles or whatever, because obviously when you go to LSC or your garage and come back out, your armor is 100% again, and they have to start all over again. So, the original, don't sleep on the original Insurgent here, guys. It's pretty much got the same speed and all that. Obviously, like I said, the custom is probably a little better because that has a gun they can, obviously shoot your opponents with it. And this, I believe, you have access to sticky bombs with this, but. Like I said, yeah, kind of a forgotten vehicle, but still, an oldie but goodie, we'll call that, right? So, okay, moving on to honorable mention number 4. All right, guys, so now we're on to honorable mention number 2. And yeah, I switched to the Toreador because, damn it, I get sick of going to refill the Mark II missiles every 30 seconds. So, we went to that. The half-track, guys, and you guys might be thinking, well, wait a minute, this was in your last video of top PvP, and it is, because the half-track's amazing and very much overlooked a lot of times. The reason, I'll tell you guys, the reason why, and this takes the same amount of missiles as the Insurgent 1 or the Insurgent Pickup or the Nightshark, 27, but the reason why I didn't put this as a strictly defensive vehicle is, for one, the half-track is slower than molasses, okay? It's not fast at all, and if you're being kind of a defensive player, for one, you're probably more than likely using a different vehicle than this, although, like I said, the half-track does have amazing defensive capabilities. It's slow, and it's going to be hard to get away from potential vehicles like, you know, the Toreador over here, somebody's griefing you in that, which is very fast, the Mark II, the Mark I, whatever it may be, right? It was tough, because this could have easily made the list, guys, but that's the reason why it's an honorable mention. But I tell you what, I wouldn't even want to chase one in a Toreador, man, because I tell you what, man, if somebody's on these guns here, man, it's going to light that Toreador up quicker than you could say, Holy Testicle Tuesday, right? So, anyway, let's just, for the purpose of the video, let's demonstrate. Let's count them here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. This thing's just a tank, guys. 19, 20, 22, 23, 25, 26, and number 27 should destroy it. Yep, number 27. And like I said, unless it's somebody coming after you with the unlimited missiles like a Toreador here, not too many vehicles in this game have unlimited missiles. And I still kind of have my gripe that the Toreador is a little bit overpowered with the unlimited missiles there. I think they should bump it down to 30, just like the Stromberg and all that. But anyway, that's a topic for another video. But still, I mean, you know, you could have a strategy like keep this stuff in your MOC and just have your MOC around somewhere, or call on your Avengers, so where if you start taking too many missiles, you know, you could bop in there real quick, you know, because the LSCs are kind of spread out on the map, and if you're in PvP, you might not have time. If somebody's catching you under fire right here, you might not have time to get all the way down here to LSC, or over here, or wherever. So you might want to utilize your MOC, or like I said, you could take this in your Avenger and have that kind of somewhat nearby. You know, it's all, you know, it's all strategy, right? A lot of PvP in GTA really is strategy. Or have your property spread out. That's why I like to have, like, you know, apartments up here, and then into here, then here, and then I got the arena here, and you know what I mean? The only place I really don't have anywhere to go is like down here in the bottom right. But anywhere else in the city, I'm pretty much good to go. But anyway, and yeah, guys, that's the reason why the half-track didn't make the actual top 5. But still, a hell of a vehicle for both defense and potentially offensive. Well, like I said, if you keep the level 3 armor on it, you can at least shoot your gun out of the window. If you have a gunner there in the back, the guns are just nasty. But all right, moving on to honorable mention number 3. Honorable mention number 3 is none other than the vehicle that I'm using right now. That is the Toreador. Arguably one of the best combination of offensive / defensive vehicles in the game. The Toreador does have at least a decent amount of armor, nothing like the Insurgent or anything like that, but I believe it takes, we're going to test it here real quick, 6 missiles. And the Toreador is, you know, can do a lot of defensive things, like it has the boost, so you can get away from your attackers pretty easily. Like I said, you have the, I believe, like I said, I think it blows up on the 6th or 7th rocket. I'm going to test that here in a second. And you know, it's a unique vehicle because it can go in the water. And in case you guys don't know, I'm sure most of you, if not all you do, you cannot be locked onto by any homing rocket when you are below a certain depth in the water. What is the exact depth? I don't know, but it doesn't take that long to go down there a little bit. And if they're actually hovering, I've actually killed Mark IIs hovering above the surface. They get too close, you can lock onto them with the torpedoes. But they still basically act like a short-range homing rocket. They have the ability to lock on. And if they are a certain, you know, they got to be pretty close to the surface because, like I said, you got to be down there a little bit so the Mark II or whatever it is cannot lock onto you. Let's be honest, like I said, it's more likely you're going to be attacked by a Mark II for obvious reasons because it can go anywhere. But, yeah, if they're close enough, I have destroyed Deluxos and I have destroyed Mark IIs in this bad boy right here, and in the Stromberg originally, because like I said before, let's be honest, this is basically just the Stromberg Mark II, right? But anyway, all right, so let's see how many missiles it takes. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's 6. Let's find out. 2. That's the other thing about the Toreador. It does get kind of thrown around a little bit when it gets hit, so you got that to deal with, but It's not too bad. There's 4, 5, and I believe it should blow up on this one right here, 6. Oh no. 7. Okay. So it takes 6, blows up on the 7th one. So you got a decent little bit of armor there. Like I said, not going to allow you to go across the map, but the thing with the Toreador is you could take a couple of rockets, the Mark II, Mark I, Deluxo, yada yada yada, Vigilante, whatever somebody's using, unless they're using another Toreador or a Stromberg, which has the same exact armor as this, they're going to go down real quick. So that's what's great about the Toreador. It's, like I said, pretty much the best offensive slash defensive 2-in-1 vehicle in the game, in my opinion. Pretty damn close, if not definitely the top 5, probably top 3, more than likely number 1. But all right, anyway, let's get into honorable mention number 4. Honorable mention number 4 is going to be some people might argue, but these are vehicles, and this is kind of a 2 for 2-in-1, and these are, as I'm sure you guys know, extremely annoying and difficult to deal with at times. That is these little sons of bitches right here. It is called the RC Bandito. We're going to throw the RC Bandito and tank in one because they're kind of, you know, both along the same lines as their, you know, the remote control vehicles. Extremely annoying, especially the Bandito, because, man, sometimes you don't even hear that little son of a bitch coming, man. If you got rockets and everything else going off around you and people screaming in the streets and all that good stuff. I've had people sneak up on me with that son of a bitch before. The tank, not as much, because it's slower. It makes more of a distinct sound. But I tell you what, man. Thankfully, it only takes, I think, 3 rockets to blow up, which is insane. This thing should only take 1. It's a freaking RC vehicle. But let's just show real quick. 1, 2. Oh, 3. Did they buff this thing? What the hell? 4? I could have sworn this thing blew up on 3. 4 freaking rockets. The Batmobile takes 1, but the RC takes 4. I swear to God, I think my next video is going to be 5 vehicles that really need to be rebalanced. And it's going to be hard to do only 5, guys, because there was literally like 100 in this game. But anyway, yeah, man, let's blow out the RC tank, see how many that thing takes. And, yeah. Alright, now we'll see how the little RC tank fares here. And I just want to say real quick, like, listen, with some of the downsides of the tank, like I said, you guys can hear this thing coming for, you know, quite a ways. You know, you can still hear it. You know, firing this little laser thing here. Like I said, you can hear it a lot easier you can the Bandito, but I don't like the tank as much because it's, like I said, it's not as fast. You can hear it a lot. It's harder to sneak up on people. It does take more rockets, and I'm going to demonstrate that, but it's a cop magnet. You fired 3 shots in the air with this freaking laser, and the cops are on you, like, right now, and then they're trying, you know, you can't outrun them because you're in that slow-ass thing, and it's just a pain in the butt. So I've always been more of a, when I do use it, the Bandito, even though it's kind of stupid, but whatever. All right, so let's see how many rockets this little shit takes here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, was that 6? So it takes 2 more rockets on the Bandito. I thought it was actually more than that. I don't know why I said I killed the barcode, because usually you don't get a kill for killing people unless they change that. You weren't supposed to get a kill for RC vehicles, so that's interesting. But all right, anyway, let's move on to honorable mention number 5, and the last one. Then we'll get into the actual list. Honorable mention is going to be this big bastard right here. That is the Terrorbyte, guys. This thing is an absolute tank. If I remember correctly, I believe it takes 34, then blows up on the 35th missile. So, you know, definitely more than like the Insurgent. Obviously, now the reason why this thing didn't make it on the actual top 5 mainly is because, 1, it's slower than molasses. Barely faster than the half-track, by not a whole hell of a lot. And another downside to this is, as you guys can see, you can get lasered out of this thing pretty quick. Now, they actually had a little bit more armor than what I thought. But of course, you know, you could go to full metal jacket rounds and just, you know, go right through there. Done. Which is what I do when people come at me in like armored vehicles like Insurgents. That's why I always have my bullpup ready with full metal jacket rounds, as you guys can see, because it's got, I believe, the longest lock-on range of any AR. Just as fast of a fire rate as the special carbine, that is for sure. I mean, this thing will absolutely light them up. Pretty accurate, as you see. The reticle there is not moving that much. Pretty much the same as the special carbine there. If you look at the bullet holes on the Terrorbyte. But yeah, this, like I said, this is not a gun video, but that's what I do. When people come at me, you know, with vehicles like that, I always have my bullpup ready to go, and that's just a one shot through. Other than the half track, pretty much any armored windowed vehicle is going to go down real quick. So that's the benefit to having the full metal jacket rounds, guys. But all right, yeah, let's see how many. Let's get Barcode back over here and see how many rockets this bad boy takes. Come on, guys, let's see what the side windows look like here for armor. I don't want to actually shoot Barcode, but let me see here real quick. Okay, so a little bit of protection on the side, but the same as the front, you know, half a clip maybe, you know. But like I said, somebody comes at you in one of these, just equip your old bullpup rifle here like I do, and you know, you could just one shot them right through there. Done, you know what I mean, if you hit him in the face. So, all right, let's oh, another thing, the Terrorbyte does have the missile up there, you know, the anti-aircraft missiles, which, by the way, those things, I'm sure as most of you guys know, could not hit the broad side of a barn unless you're shooting at a bombushka Titan that's going unbelievably slow. You're not gonna hit anything. The only thing good and unique about the Terrorbyte, as you guys may or may not know, is actually the only vehicle that I know of, now correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but it's the only vehicle I know of that can actually lock on to players not only on foot, which is actually, it might be decent at that for people at a distance. Like if you catch, you know, a triad on a beach, you can get one of these and nuke them with the missiles. I have done that before, and it absolutely enrages them. But it will actually lock onto the fully loaded Ruiner 2000. I believe it's the only vehicle in the game that will do that. Now, the fully loaded Ruiner has unlimited missiles and Insurgent custom-like armor, so more than likely it's going to destroy you before you destroy it, because these missiles are horrible at tracking. But still, the Terrorbyte is still not a bad vehicle for defense, guys. Not bad at all. So let's see how many rockets it takes. I know it's a lot. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19. And it's got a little bit of rock to it, but not too bad. The Terrorbyte's pretty stable, so that's good. 22, 23, 25. 30, there's 31, there's 32. Oh, okay, 32. I thought it took 34. Okay. It might have, you know, when I was shooting the windows, that might have taken off because any kind of damage to the vehicle, but I don't know if that would have done 2 missiles worth, but still, okay, 32. Not bad. So that's 5 extra than like the Insurgent or the half track, but definitely not as fast as the Insurgent. Probably a little faster than the half track, but all right. Anyway, guys, let's get into our actual top 5, man. And mind you, this is a hard list to make, and you guys could rearrange this however you like. This is just my opinion. So, all right, guys. So now getting into the actual list, number 5, as you can see here, is the Brigade 6x6, obviously also known as the Acid Lab. And there's basically 2 different versions to this. Okay, you have the one with the max armor and without. We're going to start without the max armor because it's been a while. I want to see what the difference with the missiles is. The main difference as far as you driving it is obviously if you don't have the missiles equipped, then you can throw sticky bombs. Okay? If you do have the full armor equipped, you can use like things like the AP pistol, but you cannot use sticky bombs. And obviously sticky bombs are a lot more dangerous to your opponents, but you know, the AP pistol is nice as well. But the question inquiring minds want to know is, how many freaking missiles could it take, right? Because let's be honest, this is a vehicle, this is a list about defensive vehicles, and that's what we need to know. I know it's quite a few. So this is without the max armor. Let's see what we got here. Also another very stable vehicle. 7, 8, 9, 10. Doesn't rock a whole lot. Kind of like the Terrorbyte. 18, 19, 20. Still quite a few, as you guys can see. 3. This is 30 right here. 31, 32, 33. And it blows up on 34. So basically 2 more than the Terrorbyte. And the reason why, one of the main reasons why I put the Brigade here on the list, guys, instead of the Terrorbyte, is number 1, that RAM on the front is absolutely a freaking tool and a force to be reckoned with. That thing literally blasts vehicles out of the way. I'm talking like phantom wedge status, guys. Whoever made the RAM on that, the dev needs a freaking pay raise, and he needs to go slap the idiot in the face that made the Rams on like the nightclub vehicles, like the Pounder and Custom or whatever, because the difference couldn't be more oil and water if it wanted to be. Absolutely horrible the nightclub vehicles are, and reason why they're not on this list. But all right, so let's bring it back and see what it's like with max armor on it. We got the fully armored version here, and I forgot to test the windows. I'm pretty sure without the armor on it, there's like absolutely no protection at all. Not even as good as what the Terrorbyte's windows were. I'm pretty sure without the armor on it. But let's see what it's like shooting here real quick. So some decent armor. I'm still not shooting barcode there. There we go. Now I finally got her. So I'd say, yeah, definitely better than the Terrorbyte with the full armor on. Like I said, I didn't really get a chance to. Yeah, there's definitely some armor on there. But like I said, once again, all you gotta do is just go straight to the full metal jacket, and you know, they're done, right? So that's not really of consequence. I think we all know about full metal jacket rounds by now, and hopefully all you guys have at least one gun with them equipped. Yeah, so. But yeah, now I got cops on me, so. Alright, cool. Alright, guys, so let's see, what was it? 33, and it blew up on 34 last time. Let's see what we got now. $12, $13, $14, $15, $16, $17, $19, $20, $21, $3, $4, $26, $7, $28, $29, $30, $31, $3. Alright, so 34 is where it blew up the last time. Let's see what we got. Let's see how much more protection you get here. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, starting to smoke a little bit, 44, 45, 46, wow, 47, 48, wow, so you get an extra, let's see, 34, 14, 13, 14 missiles, wow. But like I said, you guys are relinquishing your ability to use sticky bombs, which if somebody's found you in a vehicle and you're trying to get away, you're bouncing around. It's not going to be real, it's not going to be real functionable to have, you know, the AP pistol's not going to do a whole hell of a lot, unless you're just unbelievably great with the aim and can laser them right out through their driver's window. Odds are probably not, right? So I would say leave the main armor off and use the ability to, or, you know, keep the ability to use sticky bombs if you're going to be using that, excuse me, if you're going to be using that for a defensive vehicle. The only downside, like I said, is I'm fairly sure there's like no armor whatsoever when you don't have the, you know, the window on, the armor's on, you know, the main armor on for the windows. and it's you know, you can't repair the vehicle unless you take it back into the, you know, the acid, into the freak shop. You know what I mean? You can't just go take it in MOC or the Avenger, obviously, because it's a service vehicle by itself. So, but still, I think it's good enough to make the list. Compared with or coupled with the fact that it's, you know, pretty fast once it gets going. It's got that ram that just absolutely blows everything out of the way. It's got crazy armor, even without the max armor upgrade. You know, 33 rockets is quite a bit. Definitely more than a Mark II is going to be able to throw at you. It's got the proximity mines as well. Not the explode you kind, but the, you know, like even if somebody was chasing you in a Toreador, you know, you can drop the EMP ones, which is going to render their vehicle useless for a few seconds. Enough time for you to, you know, get the hell out of there and, you know, do whatever it is you need to do to get away, right? So, yeah, man. All right, we'll move on to the next one. So, number 4 on the list is still, to this day, 7 years later, one of my favorite defensive vehicles. And if you got 2 players, not too bad offense as well. That's the Insurgent Pickup Custom. And this one's, you know, a little bit of a step up from the honorable mention. That's the reason why this one made the list and the original Insurgent didn't, is because, well, for one, although they take the same amount of rockets, that's 27. I'm going to demonstrate that here in a minute. This one obviously has the gun on top. Don't let the fact that it's invisible fool you. There is a gun there. It's because this one's modded. I don't know why that when you mod this, it takes the gun off. That's weird, but anyway. And of course, this one has the ability to drop proximity mines, which are, and these are the explode you kind. So very, very useful for anybody trying to follow you. And let's say one of these, you know, you'll be able to take a few of those at the Toreador, but they keep getting you, and eventually you're going to go boom. And believe me, and I'm sure many of you as well, have killed many people trying to follow you, destroy you in this thing. It is very difficult. It's still one of my favorite defensive vehicles. Now, not a whole lot of armor. What sucks about the Insurgent is you take the window plate. This has got full level 4 armor right now. But if you take the window plating off, obviously it makes you more vulnerable to bullet fire. And it also drops the amount of rockets you could take, I think, from 27 down to like 22. So 5 rockets, so it's pretty substantial. But I'll demonstrate right here real quick. Even though you see I didn't really get the red dot, I can still shoot them through this window plate. Now it took me a few shots. And mind you, this isn't full metal jacket. Full metal jacket would be, you know, one and done. It would be boom right through that window right now. Here, I'll demonstrate. I'll shoot the front window there, and as you guys can see, boom, right through it. No problem, like right now. We'll even do the sides here real quick, just for purposes of the video. I mean, done, right? So anyway, yeah, let's hit it with some rockets, see what we got here. But yeah, still, either way, even though it has its downsides, and no vehicle on this list or in this game is gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be tough to beat, especially if you got 2 players, guys. The Insurgent Pickup Custom is just an absolute nightmare to try and go up against. So, all right, we'll get Barcode back in here. We'll do a quick missile test. Even though we know it's 27, just for the purpose of the video. 6. Insurgent still pretty stable, bouncing back and forth a little bit. 14, 15, but you know the damn door came off. I don't want her to be damaged by that fire. 21, 22, just taking rockets even though the door's open. 23, 24, 25. Okay, well that one went down 25. I was shooting it technically with the gun a little bit, destroying the window, so that could have took down some of the armor. But normally the Insurgent Pickup Custom definitely takes 27 to blow up. But still, a hell of a vehicle to deal with, man. So moving on to number 3. To number 3 on this list, it is the Candy Cane Nightshark. On some spindles, looking sexy AF. But no, it's honestly, like I said, it's just cosmetic shit. It's got nothing to do with anything. But hey, if you're gonna be rolling around blowing up tryhards and sticky bombs, you gotta look good, right, guys? You gotta look good. But no, it's the Nightshark, guys. Easily one of the best defensive vehicles in this game. easily a fan favorite. A lot of guys use this for good reason. And the reason why this gets this number 3 spot over the Insurgent pickup custom is, number one, it's quite a bit faster. Although it doesn't have the proximity mines. Unlike the Insurgent, which if you have level 4 armor on that, you have no ability to use any weapons whatsoever, not even guns, outside the driver window. You have to rely on your gunner or your proximity mines, which are definitely both effective, but the Nightshark is much better for a solo player, which that's kind of what this list is. I try to aim my list at, because most people, let's be honest, play by themselves, I mean, for the most part. But anyway, so what you're going to want to do, and I can demonstrate both. Obviously, leaving the window plates off of the Nightshark makes you more vulnerable to gunfire. I'm not sure how much protection these windows have. Pretty much none. As you can see, that just went right straight through there and blasted barcode right in the shoulder. And I'm pretty sure the front windows are the same. But by leaving those off, so that's interesting that I'm able to shoot her, because as you guys can see, the reticule is going right into the armor. But the point is you don't even need a full metal jacket rounds. There's no armor on these windows whatsoever. But anyway, what that does is that allows the driver to use sticky bombs, which obviously, as you guys I'm sure well know, as well as an AP pistol if you want to, but as I'm sure as you guys well know, sticky bombs are going to be your best mode of defense against especially our favorite little friends who like to buzz around in the flying bikes like they're stuck in a futuristic movie from the year 2099 and absolutely just send as many rockets up people's asses as possible. Right? So I prefer to leave the window plates off. Putting the window plates on really does not give you much more of a, just like the Insurgent, the little because when you put the window plates on, there's this subtle square. A lot of people think that you can only get shot through that square. It's a mirage, guys. You can still pretty much, just like I did with the Insurgent, I locked down right through the actual armor plating, just like I did here just a minute ago. This armor plating is like make-believe. I swear to God. I mean, the armor plating on the door is real. You can't shoot through that, but as soon as you hit the window there, or even here in the front, you can absolutely shoot right through that, which is completely stupid, but yeah, it allows you to use sticky bombs, and that's your main. Even though it's a defensive vehicle, you still like to, in a perfect world, you like to have a little bit of offensive capability, right? And the Nightshark certainly affords you that. And it's so quick; it gets around the map pretty quick, guys. So it's not hard to buzz in and out of LS Customs as needed, or your Avenger or MOC or whatever you have available. So just for the purpose of the video, we already know it's going to take 27 or maybe 26 or 25 because I've been shooting it a little bit, but just for the purpose of the video, we're gonna light it up. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20. Nightshark a little bit more bouncy than the Insurgent and some of the other ones, but it's a smaller vehicle, right? So makes sense. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Oh, even shooting the windows, it still took 27. That's interesting that the Insurgent blew up at 25, though. But either way, they're pretty much both 27. But, I mean, more than enough time. Whatever Mark II, they're going to have to reload those extra 7 rockets that it takes for this one, and the Insurgent, mind you. It's going to give you usually more than enough time, because they have to jump off the bike and, make it go away, then call it back. By that time, you can be at LSC and pretty much, be right straight back to 27 again, right? Right back to full armor, which is what I've seen a lot of people do. And it really annoys the tryhards, guys, so do that as much as possible. But anyway, the great defensive vehicle is a Nightshark. I'm sure you guys know that, but, no surprises on this list, right? So, all right, moving on now to number 2. Number 2 on the list of top 5 defensive vehicles in GTA Online. It is the one, the only. Maybe some of you guys knew this was coming. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you're surprised to see it at number 1. But that is the Mobile Operations Center, and more specifically, the Mobile Operations Center cab. Now, for whatever the F reason, guys, I have no freaking idea. But when this thing's attached to the trailer, it only takes I think less than the Nightshark or the Insurgent. I think it's 22, 23 rockets, because the actual trailer itself only takes that. And if that blows up and this is attached, obviously it magically blows up the cab too. But when you detach this cab, guys, when you detach the cab like it is so, and turn the mobile operation center into just a truck, this thing magically turns into the tankiest vehicle in the game. And I do mean in the game. And we're going to show you, demonstrate here in just a second. I believe this thing takes upwards of like 70 rockets, guys. 70. Now, every lobby is a little different, and lag and bugginess and blah blah. It's well known, or maybe not such a well known fact, but in public lobbies, guys, a lot of times vehicles take less armor because of the lag. Because one, you might be getting missiles that you don't see if you're one of them type people that like to count. You really don't want to die, so you're counting them as you're racing the LSC or wherever to fix your vehicle. But a lot of times, public lobbies, especially full public lobbies, vehicles will take less. So I've seen this thing take as little as like 63, 64 before, which is like a good 5-6 missile difference. But hey man, that could be the difference in life and death sometimes in this game. But anyway, you pretty much get like in an inviolate lobby like I'm in now. You get the full real what it really is. That's why I do my testing in invite-only lobbies, right? So, your friends' lobbies, whatever. Not in a full public lobby where it's laggy as shit. Even here on PS5, there's still a little bit of lag, guys. But anyway, so yeah, not much protection from the windows here. We're just gonna fully demonstrate here real quick. I can shoot her right through that, no problem. Not much of a armor on the windows of the MOC. Now, see, that doesn't seem to be hurting her there, but of course, if I go here, that's gonna one tap her. There's really, and these are just regular rounds from the special carbine here. As you guys can see, I just got regular extended clip on there, so not so much. So you want to be careful as far as you don't want to be driving by people with this, because they can auto aim lobby or laser right out of this thing. I see a lot of people do is back up, because obviously you're fully protected here from the back. So if you're gonna go at somebody that's on on foot, definitely make sure you back up into them. Don't come at them from the front, because they will laser you right out of this thing real quick. So, of course, in a free aim lobby, you might be better protected. But all right, so let's get her back in here. See how many missiles this bad boy takes. It's a lot, I can tell you that much. Minus a missile or two or whatever, maybe for shooting the windows there. But I'm gonna say probably 70. So let's see what we got. It's just ridiculous. Just a ridiculous amount. Definitely want to pack a lunch, guys, because we're going to be here for 10, 11, 12. There's 20. 23. 5, 6, 7, 28, 29. 30, 2, 4, 38, 39, 40. Not even a scratch on it. All right, well, 44, 45. So we're past the brigade now. 50, 52. 60, 62, 64, 65, 66. Oh, 66 in this lobby. Okay. So, minus, like I said, I was shooting glass a little bit, so it could be as many as 67, 68, but I was thinking I've seen it take as many as 70, so. But still, guys, even at 66, that is just an unbelievably large amount of missiles. I tell you what, whoever the dev was that created this vehicle, that they must have loved Knight Rider, because that's what this vehicle is based out of. This vehicle is actually based off of this version of the MOC. It was based actually of Goliath, which actually was Kit. If you guys don't know who Knight Rider is, just Google it. David Hasselhoff, Knight Rider. Kit, which is the the Ruin 3000. That's what the show that vehicle is based off of. That was his nemesis, was Goliath. They actually destroyed Kit in one of the episodes, I think. And then the other version, the Phantom Custom of the MLC, was the style that pulled Kit in the back of the MLC. But that's what this whole vehicle is based off of, guys. Is Knight Rider. So, old classic show from the 80s. Most of you are probably not even old enough to know what that is or have ever seen it. But, you know, bonus points to you if you have. Anyway, so yeah, just a great defensive vehicle. You can use sticky bombs. Make sure you drive backwards towards your opponents. Don't get close enough for them to lock on and laser you out if you're in that auto aim lobby, which, let's be honest, that's where most people play in. And yeah, man. All right, let's move on to number one. It may or may not surprise you, but here it comes. Number one, and by the way, if you've reached this far in the video, please dropkick the like button right in the mother effing face for your buddy Mods here. Greatly appreciate you guys. I'm trying to get this channel out of the mud, and damn, it's a grind on YouTube, guys. Damn. Anyway, number one vehicle, and this is, you know, it's not just one vehicle, it's a whole list, but I'm going to demonstrate probably my favorite one to use, and that is the Imani Tech vehicles, specifically the Buffalo STX. I like it because the machine guns are pretty much perfectly lined up for killing people not only on the ground, but for vehicles as well. It's pretty fast, got pretty good handling. It's actually a contender in muscle car race. I don't know if you could actually use this in muscle car races, maybe if you take all the stuff out of it, but you know, the armor and all that stuff. But very fast, very good handling. Like I said, it cannot be locked on to by any homing launcher in the game, or any homing rockets in the game, I think, except for, I believe the Terrorbyte can lock onto it, but that Terrorbyte's just weird. Other than that, none. So it's going to be kind of hard for your opponents on the flying bikes there to, you know, destroy you, because they're going to have to free aim everything. And hey, if they can hit you, I believe it takes 12 rockets to blow this up. If they can hit you 12 times before you can get repaired or back to your whatever, then, hey, I guess kudos to them. Like I said, this has machine guns, pretty good. Not as good as the Toreadors over there. Those are unbelievably overpowered, but still pretty damn good machine guns. They're not the little pea shooters. They're kind of somewhere in between. You know, and obviously that's going to be your main, you know, mode of offense anyway. You're going to be able to, you know, throw sticky bombs out of the windows here. This window's broken because she was testing throwing sticky bombs out just a minute ago, but like I said, great armor on it. I believe I'll demonstrate that. It takes 12 homing rockets. I believe these ones take these are the original Imani Tech vehicles that dropped with the contract DLC back in, I don't know, 2021, I think it was, 2022. So this one only takes 6 RPGs, but like I said, let's be honest, most people are going to be using homing rockets, so that's why I don't do the test with RPGs as well, because yeah, if you can free aim somebody 6 times with this with RPG while they're driving, and you're, I don't know how you're going to do that, because usually RPGs you can only use on foot, so I don't know. Maybe you're in a helicopter or something, I don't know, one of them scenarios, but it's got the oil slick. Yeah, not really the most useful. I wish these came with at least the EMP ones. The blow me up ones would be kind of a little bit overpowered, because you already can't lock onto it. It's already got great armor. Let me test the windows. I'm pretty sure these windows got pretty darn good armor too. Let me just test with the regular special carbine here first. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, a little bit of armor there. Yeah, it's not even damaging her yet. Now it's finally kind of starting to go through a little bit, but yeah, man. Obviously, you know, if somebody's coming at you in one of these things, you'd be well versed to use your full metal jacket rounds, because those are obviously gonna go straight through. I don't want to shoot because I'm about to kill her and go get her again, but yeah, those will go straight through. But some decent protection for anybody who's not using full metal jacket rounds. Let's see how many it takes. Pretty sure it's 12 homing rockets, but you know, I said you ain't gonna be able to lock onto it, so good luck. Even with the Toreador here, you're gonna have to free aim, and that's not gonna be easy. These Imani Tech vehicles are at number 1 here for a reason, because they're very difficult to destroy, and there's a reason why a lot of defensive players use them, as well they should. You know, kudos to Rockstar for finally putting something in the game to deal with the annoying, let's just pretty much, you know, put our hopes and dreams on extremely overpowered lock-on missiles that they can shoot you from 1,000 yards away and they hit you every time, right? So, all right, let's see what we got. One. Now, see, that's the only bad thing is pretty much all these Imani Tech vehicles, except for maybe the Hummer, you know, they flip over pretty easily. You know, but if you're driving and whatnot, you know, you're probably not going to get flipped over that easily. Alright, so there's 3. Let's actually hit it from the back. That way it doesn't flip so much. Let's hit it from the back here. Okay, that just went right through it. That's interesting. What the hell? Did you guys see that? 4. That missile, two of those missiles literally went right through it. What the hell is going on with this game? That too, look at that! It went right through it. What the hell? 5? Is this thing, the hitbox messed up with this thing or what? I don't know. 6? My God. What the? Look at this, guys. Look at this. It's going right through it. 7. GTA's not bugged at all, guys. What are you talking about, man? This game is fine. Look at that. Right through it. Are they going under the car? What the hell? I think that one hit it. 8. What the hell is going on with this guy? You guys are seeing this live in color in the video. 9. Oh my God. Look at this. Going right through it. What the hell? It's going under the car, guys. Look at that. The missile's going right under the car. Ah, GTA is great, isn't it? I don't even know what that is. Is that 10? I don't even know, guys. I'm laughing too hard. There we go. Let's just say that was 12. Missiles were literally going right underneath the car. Like there's really a whole lot of room for a missile to travel underneath there, right? That's great. But like I said, guys, you're gonna have a hell of a time, man, trying to lock onto this thing because you can't lock onto it. I'm pretty sure the Terrorbyte can lock onto it. I don't know. I'm not gonna test it right now. You guys can test that in your own free time. This is my top 5, along with some honorable mentions. Best defensive vehicles in GTA Online. You guys use any of these, man, even the honorable mentions, you're pretty much good to go. You're going to be guaranteed to survive most, if not all, encounters with the a-holes on the flying bikes, guys, which, like I said a million times, and you all know, let's be honest, that's where 95% of your hate rockets, as I like to call them, are going to be coming at you. Like, subscribe, share out, guys. Like, sub up, share out, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys for being here, man. Thank you for watching. This is Mods Gaming, and I will catch you crazy people in the next one. Later, man. GTA is something else. In the space docker. Get a little running start here. Here we go. Woohoo! Oh yeah, she's gliding. There's one jump. Oh yeah. Oh shit, that's a big rock. Oh shit, we bounced off. Oh, we're flipping. We're flipping. We're bouncing. No, dude, this fucking thing has got armor, I'm telling you. We're making it down it, bro. This thing's a fucking tank. Holy shit.